Hey everyone, Tyler here, Tyler Dice Golf. This video is going to be on how to hit incredible scoring shots. And it's also going to be on the shots that you're going to need to be able to hit to play good in the Ryder Cup. So like the shots that are going to be super important, super crucial for this year's 2018 Ryder Cup in Paris, France. So a little bit of housekeeping. If you're watching this video, a pop-up may pop up asking you if you want to get notified whenever I do a Facebook Live video. So just hit yes if you want to get notified, and you'll just get a notification whenever I do a Facebook Live video, so you can pop in and watch them. So hit yes if you want to get notified when I do more of these videos. Also, if you enjoy what I'm throwing out there in terms of information, tips, and helpful hints and stuff like that, just hit like or love or wow. It helps get that video out to more people. And again, I'd really appreciate it if you did that just for me as well. And then that about it. Oh yeah, also if you have any questions, ask away. When I get to the end of the video, I'll be happy to answer any questions that I see. They do not have to be on topic. So if you have questions, go ahead and ask them. So anyways, let's dig right in. So how to hit incredible scoring shots, right? So what do you need to do, right? I have lots of videos out on this stuff, and it's important. So I want to keep touching base on it so that everybody knows, everybody can get up to date on how to hit really good scoring shots. And this also ties in a little bit more with the Ryder Cup as well. But one great tip that I have when you're trying to hit consistent scoring shots is to make sure that you get your weight a little bit more forward onto your lead side. That would be your front side. So for a right-handed golfer, that's your left side. Get that weight a little bit more forward. What's going to happen is that ball flight is going to come out a lot flatter. It's still going to have a ton of spin, but it's going to come out flatter so you can control how far it goes a lot easier. So it's a lot easier to control how far the ball flies, keeping it lower to the ground versus throwing it up in the air. Let me show you what I mean. So if you would keep your weight neutral and you would hit some of these shots, ball comes out and goes there, right? No big deal. It is what it is. But you want to get that. Here, let's look at it from this view, right? So here we go. This works, right? See how it's more kind of like an upside down U almost? Goes up, comes down. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit this next one, get our weight more forward, and bring that ball flight down some more. So the first one went 70 yards in the air, this one went 69. So virtually the exact same distance. So if you can kind of see, you can't see on the screen. I'm going to move the camera here. I'm going to put it up to the TV so you can definitely see on the TV. See how there's a top line and a bottom line? See how much lower the bottom one went versus the top one? You can see how they both finished out about the same. So you see that, how much lower the trajectory is on the second one versus the first one. And that's what I'm talking about here. So even though how high they went's different, they both still went roughly the exact same distance here. So the camera's back down. There we go. That good? That's good. And so let's change screens again. And let's look at, yeah, so pretty much the exact same. So even if we wanted to go, say let's hit one 60 yards, right? Again, ball position stays the same, we're just getting that weight forward, right? So put the weight forward. 60 yards, right on the money. Not gonna lie, right? Not on the money. Right on the money. And so it's really simple to do. And let's change clubs. We'll go with a sand wedge, right? So this is it says 56, but it's actually 55 degrees. And we'll try to hit this one 75. 75 yards work. 77 yards. 77 yards. And so again, you're seeing that very, very flat ball flight. Switch views again. Yeah, so you're seeing that very, very flat. So I know you can see it on here, just the one ball. But you can see how it's definitely a very flat ball flight here. That's what we're looking for here. We want something very, very flat. Because that flat ball flight will cut to the wind, and we'll know what the bounce is going to do when it hits the green. And because I'm still putting enough spin on the golf ball, it's going to bounce, and then that third bounce is going to want to grab right around there. Sorry, excuse me. And so it's going to bounce, grab. Or bounce, grab. Or if the greens are softer, bounce, grab. Okay? And so that's what we're going for here. So again, that one went 77 yards, trying to hit 77. So you can see it's still really really easy to control how far the golf ball goes. Let's grab another one. We'll grab the gap wedge. What do you think? 86, 87 yards? That sound okay? So 89 on that one. Glove face is closed. So let's hit that one more time. We'll do it again. We'll say 87 yards. Square up the glove face. Yeah, 86. So 86, super flat ball flight, as you can see. All of them are, I mean, look at that. You can see it on the screen, right? They're all pop right there. So I mean, 90-yard, 85-yard shots are going all right here. You know, so we have 85-yard shots, 75-yard shots, and the 60-yard shots are going a little lower, and that's what we want. But all going the same height. They're all going nice and low. That's what we're going for here. Okay, we're going for a penetrating ball flight. You know, that way we can control the flight, control the distance, and we can predict what the golf ball's going to do when it lands on the green. Okay, so this is how you hit those incredible scoring shots. Essentially, your setup is standard setup, but today's tip focuses on getting that weight a little bit more forward, okay? So we're getting like 65-35, okay? So just a little bit more weight versus 50-50 normal, 65-35, and what we're going to do is we're going to just swing along that left side. We're going to post up on that left side the whole time, keep it on that left side, and as we after we hit the shot, we're like 95% of our weight's on the lead foot, and like 5% in the back. So we stay on that left side, pop, hit the shot. What's going to happen is we'll have consistent contact, solid contact. Our divots won't be deep, mind you. They won't be, okay? Because you're rotating, the club's not going to go into the ground and get stuck, okay? It's still going to just brush right along the turf, which is exactly what we want. So contact with the turf, good. Contact with the golf ball is good. And we're getting the ball flight that we want, we're getting the consistent yardage that we want, and we're getting the height that we want. We're going to be able to predict how the golf ball reacts when it lands on the green. Now, if you're like me, and you play like a TP5 golf ball, which is what I play, which is the softer of the two TaylorMade golf balls, but still not a very spinny golf ball, you'll know the ball's going to kind of go, like I said earlier, bounce, 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 and then stop. If you play like a Pro V1 or a Pro V1X, you could get some bite on that, a hard bite. You can go bounce, bounce, and then maybe spin back some. Okay? So, you know, depending on the kind of golf ball that you play and how much spin you put on the ball, that's going to also impact how the golf ball reacts on the green. But that'll be your personal experience. What I'm trying to do is just show you the general how to hit the shot and what to expect when you hit it. And then you can predict how you personally, your ball will react when you start executing on the golf course. So that's that for how to hit incredible scoring shots. Moving on, what are some of the important shots going to be at the Ryder Cup this year, right? Most importantly, you're going to see is obviously going to be, it's going to come down to, since it's match play, it's going to be putting, okay? Every hole's going to come down to putting. So the guys that are making clutch putts, you know, match after match are going to be the guys that are coming out on top, okay? So clutch putting is going to be there. So what should you focus on? How should you approach your putting, right? What are the things you should look for? You know, how do you become a slightly more consistent putter, right? So let's grab a couple of golf balls and let's hit some putts, right? So, got our putter here. Let's hit some putts, right? What should you do? What should you focus on? If you'll notice, in match play, you know, for these things, there's a lot more gimmies. And if you have a partner, guys are going to be a lot more aggressive, okay? So when you're in these kind of settings, you're going to see golf balls roll 3, 4, 5 feet past because they're trying to take the break out of the putt. So you want to make sure you pick out your line, but you play a little bit less break, and you're going to be a little bit more aggressive with how hard you're hitting your putts. Okay? You want to hit them with some authority. You're going to see guys hit them with more authority. Because one of the main reasons they do that is if you hit the ball a little bit harder, it's not going to break as much. And it's going to want to hold its line more as it gets closer to the hole. So that means the slope of the green is not going to have as much pull on it if the ball's rolling faster. Okay, so they can take some of the break out of the putt and kind of almost hack their way to making more putts. Okay? So again, they're going to go about their business, but they're going to be hitting putts a lot more aggressive. Okay? And they're going to be really confident about it. They're not going to mess around. Even on those short, like 3, 4 footers, they're not going to mess around. They're going to get up there, they're going to look at the hole, and they're going to be like, all right, I ain't giving away the hole. I'm not going to do it. And they're going to hit that ball into that hole and not give it away. And I don't blame them. And that's how it starts. You want to have some authority as you're making these putts. Bounced weird. But anyways, you see what I'm saying here? You want to have some authority. All right, these guys are going to be aggressive with their putting, and it's going to show. Which is why you're probably going to see the United States put out all their best putters that first day. They want to jump out to a lead. The United States is going to have a lot of guys that can pair up with a lot of different guys. Okay, so you know Jim's going to have his hands full because he's going to have so many potential partners for each player. It's going to be difficult to decide which ones to send out. But he's going to be sending out all his good putters first off on Friday. Okay, it's going to be all good putters. It's what's going to be. That's my prediction. All good putters are going to go off first for him. He wants to send a message. So you're going to see Jordan Spieth go out. You're going to see Patrick Reed go out. You're going to see Justin Thomas go out. You're going to see Tiger Woods go out. You know, those are the guys you're going to see. You're going to see Bryson DeChambeau. He's going to go out. You're going to see Webb Simpson out there. Okay, you're going to see good putters. They're going to be out there. They're going to be going off first. Okay, and clutch putting is really, really important. Also, that rough out there is brutal. So you're going to see a premium put on hitting drivers. Let's hit some drivers, okay? Let's hit some drivers. I'm loose enough to hit some drivers, I think. Let's hit some drivers. So what's going to be going through their minds out there? Okay, hitting fairways is a premium, right? Hitting fairways is a premium. So you're going to want to make sure that you don't want to put two guys that spray the golf ball together. Because you want to make sure that in foursomes and four ball, that at least one of those guys is getting in the fairway. More often than not, right? So you want to make sure you're stacking that deck in your favor. So that rough's going to be thick, it's going to be penal. Okay, and there ain't no one. Well, I shouldn't say that. Brooks Koepka and Dustin Johnson are pretty darn strong. So is Rory McIlroy. They can muscle some shots out of some thick rough. So can Justin Rose. He's tough. So you're not going to see consistently a lot of guys hitting the ball in the rough and playing well out of the rough. So you're going to see a premium on ball striking off the tee. So I think I'm going to hit it over here, right? So let's hit one, right? Pop that up. So I have a little bit of trouble in here sometimes with tee heights. I prefer to tee the ball up a little bit lower than I do in here. And I do that because I do such a good job at hitting up on the ball. Here, I'll show you what I mean. So because I hit up on the golf ball so well, at positive 3.9 degrees, I don't need to tee the ball up that high. Let's try this again. See what I can do here. Now, did it again. Popped it up. No, ain't working today. Ain't got it today. I'm in some trouble. All right, we'll give myself one more chance to actually hit a decent drive. So I hit 3 terrible ones. All right. So you're going to see a lot of shots kind of like that. Kind of just like that one. So nice lower ball flight, tight draw, not a ton of spin. You know, something that carries 275 to 285, somewhere in that range. You're just going to see, that's what you're going to see a lot of. You're not going to see a ton of guys bombing the ball on every hole probably, just because it's a tighter golf course, going to have a lot of thick rough, and that style of play just probably isn't going to do that well. Again, they're going to try and make it for, it always comes down to putting. So that's what's going to matter out there. So anyways, I guess that's about it. Oh, no, I shouldn't end on that. I should say that short game is going to be really important as well, okay? It's why guys like Jordan Spieth and Patrick Reed have played so well the last couple of Ryder Cups. It's because their short games are so good, okay? Those guys don't do everything great, but they usually putt great, and they chip great, and they can usually hit the ball and scramble really well. Hit the ball on their approach shots pretty dang good. And so that's usually a recipe for great success in a Ryder Cup, okay? It's not bombing the ball down there every hole, because bombing the ball down there every hole sets up great over 4 rounds, 72 holes, because that means you're giving yourself 72, we're not saying 72, but you're giving yourself 14 solid chances to make a birdie every hole, every round, okay? And that doesn't necessarily matter in a Ryder Cup with partners, okay? Because you only got 18 holes, and you got a buddy that's going to be helping you out. So you don't have to bomb it on every hole. And that's why you don't see driving as much as having such a premium like it does in stroke play events. So your approach shots, your short game, your putting are going to be huge. And so that's what matters. Okay? So that's all I got for you in this video. Let me check for any questions. All right, no questions. No big deal. Anyways, guys, Thanks for watching the video. Again, if you enjoyed it, you got some good information out of here, make sure you hit like. I appreciate those likes. You can do me a big favor by giving me those likes. And again, if you want to get notified, hit yes. You want to get notified when I do these videos. All right, so I'll let you guys go. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you later.